What is going on, people? Super unorganized live stream. If there's anyone watching, originally this was planned. I don't know if anyone noticed. It was going to be another episode of the dynamic duo with Mark, but I got a phone call from him this morning with some sad news, and he cannot make it today. So originally it was going to be a chat about Superman, and I had a guest. So I decided I'm just going to hang out with my guest instead, who is not here yet. And I'm a little bit panicking right now that I'm going to be sitting here by myself. Hello, Sarah. What is going on? Thank you for being here. So, so Mark couldn't make it. We're going to have a chat about Superman because I don't know a lot about Superman, and I want to learn from I know Mark's a big Superman fan. And I also was going to have Superrus 9000 on as a guest. And I decided, you know what? If Mark can't make it, I should still do a stream and I'll just hang out with Russ. I've done it before, but I literally sent him the link 5 minutes ago. And he's not here yet. So hopefully he'll be here soon. Hello. What's up, mate? OG Space Puns, what's going on? And Jamie, if anyone didn't check out the live stream with Jamie last night, that was good times. And what's going on? I was going to I was thinking about still chatting about Superman, but it doesn't feel right not doing it without Mark. So we'll postpone that one, and we'll still have a bit of Superman talk if Superrus decides to join me. I'm literally panicking right now because he hasn't joined me yet. Last night's stream was fun as yes, it was a fun stream with Jamie. We had some drinks. I think Jamie was a little bit drunk by the end of it though. What do you reckon? So in the meantime, while I wait for Superrus to hopefully join, he said, let me just see if he's seen my message yet, because I sent him the link, but I did it so last minute, and he did see it. So hopefully hopefully he'll join me soon. What can I do in the meantime? Hey, let's show, in the meantime, some of my Spawn books that I got from Simon, who's in the chat. That's right. I can't stop talking about it because I got so excited. I was so stoked that he gave me these books. So, and these covers, Spawn covers, are so good. So, yes, let's talk about Spawn issue 1. I finally have it in my collection, courtesy of Mad Spidey, Simon Morgan. Thank you so much. I'm actually going to read this, I think. Hey, finally. All right, we don't have to do the Spawn pile, but I've got more Spawn talk planned with my guest. So please welcome the one and the only Superrus 9000.
What's up?
What's going on, mate? Sorry,
sorry I'm late, man.
All good, mate. I sent it to you very late. I was I had to scramble to sort of figure out what we're going to talk about today. I just felt like, hey, what's going on, Cap? Tim, thanks for joining us.
Tim.
I was going to maybe continue the Superman chat with you, but I thought, you know what? I think it's best. We'll do it another time with Mark as well. I think that would be better, but we'll get straight into it, mate, since I've already had 3 minutes of me chatting by myself. We will still talk a little bit about Superman, right? Because the chat was originally going to be about Superman, and you are my Superman expert, I figured I'd talk about the first thing would be 2 of your favorite things, Russ. 2 of your favorite things. What are your 2 favorite things? Let's see if we're on the same wavelength here.
M&M's and women.
Okay, we can
I'm
talk
currently
about
out of both right now.
All right, so your 2 favorite things, Russ, are Superman.
Okay, yeah, that works.
And Tom King. So I want to ask you, man, because I've heard Tom King wrote a Superman. I don't know if it was like a miniseries or what, but I heard it's quite good, mate. Have you read it?
No, I don't think I've.
You didn't know about it?
I have.
Because I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I know on one of them they were talking about like how the guy hates Tom King's Batman, and he hates Bendis's Superman, but he's like, Bendis's Batman is one of the best Batmans he's ever read, and Tom King's Superman is one of the best Supermans he's ever read.
Really?
Yeah, so maybe that's one you need to get onto, mate.
I'm gonna have to look up that story, see
Yeah,
if it
'cause
holds water.
I think it was one of those ones where it might have been digital only to begin with, and then they eventually released it like last year. Because I think the Bendis Batman was Batman Universe. I think. I feel like Superman was something Sky was in the title. But I just thought maybe if you'd read it, you could give Tom King some praise for it. But
no, I didn't even know it existed.
Okay, well there you go, man. There you go. Learning some stuff from the noob.
Yeah.
So all right. I did get you to sort of prepare a little bit of stuff. I do have a few things to talk about. I did make some notes.
All right.
So last time I did a video with Mark. Oh, here we go. Tim knows all about it. It was in the Walmart Giants.
Oh.
I don't know what that means, but
yeah. Walmart had some exclusive 100-pagers for a little while.
Yep.
But most of them I didn't get because my Walmart's terrible. They didn't get the books in. But they had exclusives for I don't think they do anymore. I think it's everybody now.
Stern, Byrne, or Jurgens? What's your favorite writer?
Jurgens.
I was going to actually let's go into that then, because I was going to talk a little bit about this. I don't necessarily follow writers, and obviously I know some names and I know all those names, but I don't necessarily know what they've written.
Yeah.
What Jurgens?
I don't know very many, but Jurgens, he was writing Superman when I first came into comics back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like the first writer I ever knew who it was.
Yeah.
And I learned more as I went along, but I still don't know very many by name.
Okay. So yeah, because I've mentioned for a lot of people I find who once they're into comics for a long time, they will seem to follow writers more so than characters. While I do it the other way. Because I'm still learning, I like certain characters, and that's what I want to read. I want to read about that character. Well, a lot of people seem to get upset about certain writers writing their characters.
As long as the story's good, it's good.
Yeah, so you don't necessarily follow specific writers, or is there any writers that excite you?
Not particularly.
Yeah.
I do follow some cover artists like Middleton and Jenny Frison. I love their art.
Yeah. So what about interior artists?
Honestly, don't know a lot about them.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it, that so many.
I'll hear people do shows where they talk about names and this person did this, that, and that. And I'm like, who's that?
Yeah, I try to learn, man, but it's hard to keep up. There's so many people that are so knowledgeable on all this stuff. But it's interesting to see, like, some of my favorite artists are the cover artists, and it's interesting that they don't do the interiors as well.
Yeah. I wish they would more often.
Some people have said like they wouldn't. Some of those artists wouldn't necessarily suit interiors, which sounds weird to me. Oh, here we go. Jurgens did Death of Soups.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Slim, what's going on, mate?
What's up, Slim?
All good, mate. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, because I guess when I read something that I really enjoy, I do sort of take note of that writer sometimes and be like, for example, my favorite book I've read, I tell a lot of people is, and a lot of people probably think I'm weird that this is my favorite, but is that Brian Azzarello's Joker.
Oh, that's a really good book.
Yeah, I just really dug that story, and the art obviously is crazy. So I guess I get excited when Brian Azzarello and Bermeo team up. Did you read Batman Damned?
No, I've only got book 2.
Okay.
I got that in an AOK. I've never read it yet. I wanted to try to get 1 or 3, or maybe pick up a trade at this point now, since issue 1 is so expensive because of unknown reasons.
It's dropped in price a lot, I think. But you mentioned to me as well that you jumped back on Batman. Did you say recently?
Yeah, I just picked up issue 101.
Okay, so but you didn't read the Joker War leading up to that?
No.
Damn it! I want to talk about that because a lot of people, I find aren't necessarily enjoying Tinian's run. Well, I am, but I just found it interesting. It's interesting to see everyone's opinions on things and how much some people hate
Yeah.
things. And,
I
yeah,
like issue 101. I'll probably stick with it a while unless there's like a spec book or something where you can't get issue 102. Then I'll post a rant on Instagram again.
well, 101 is that got some spec because isn't there's that new character
Yeah.
Ghost. I haven't read it yet, but
I thought it would, but I mean, even the dude at Miles CS still haven't had it for cover price, so it must not have. So,
hey Rod, what's going on, mate?
yo, Rod.
Yeah, because isn't what's that character's name? Grifter.
Yeah.
So he's in 101, yeah.
Um,
Because he's on the variant cover.
I just read that book too, like yesterday. I don't know. My brain just goes sometimes. And I read like 4 books yesterday, and it's all kind of trying to
Yeah,
bleed together.
I read some books yesterday too because I was on with Think Geek Theory, and he said to me he was going to ask me what I've been reading. So and I was like, I haven't been reading anything for the last like 2 weeks. So I read
I've
like a
been
bunch
trying
of
to
books.
catch up.
He
Yeah.
didn't even
I've
ask
got,
me.
I don't know if you see it, but I've got a whole stack up there of loose comics. That's my
Yep,
to read pile. I'm
dude,
way behind.
my to read pile is bigger than my read pile now.
Really?
Yes, it's embarrassing. Do you think Clown Hunter is a potential Robin in the making? That's actually, watchers. Speaking of you, I was listening to you guys trash Clown Hunter on Some Like It Slabbed, which is a podcast, one of the podcasts I listen to. Yes, Ghostmaker is that new character. And I really like Clown Hunter, man. I like his design. He's like got a punk rock thing to it. And and he's Asian. I found he's Asian. I was like, oh, that was a surprise. I don't know where they're going to go with it. I don't look into these stories and character things that deeply. I don't think Ghostmaker is going to be one that sticks around as long. I don't know. I haven't read about him yet, but he shows up at the end of 100, which is why I thought maybe 101 would have a bit of spec on it as his first book.
Maybe he'll kill Punchline and that the spec on her first appearance will go down and I can finally read it.
Hey, leave Punchline alone. I like Punchline. Oh, hey,
I
okay.
probably would have if I had given it a chance, but the spec on that book just soured me so much that I haven't even read a single story with her in it.
Her origin, if you want to read about her, you're probably best because I don't think even so. Her first full appearance was that Hella Risen, which has a lot of hype, but I didn't get that because Mark barely ordered it because no one ordered issue 1. No one bought issue 1 or 2 off him, so he only ordered I think 2 copies of issue 3.
Yeah,
and they just obviously flew off the shelf. But
I know
yeah,
she's got a solo story coming soon, isn't it? Isn't it just like a one shot or something?
yeah. But her origin story is actually in that Joker 80th anniversary.
Oh, really?
So if you get that, that's got a short little punchline story in there, which is it's not really an origin, but it kind of is.
Yeah. I might go back and get that. I like getting those anniversary titles.
Yeah,
But I missed that one, and I missed Catwoman's.
yeah. Tim is Robin. That was interesting when that happened because I was just like, I haven't seen Tim Drake really much since I started reading comics, and I remember at the start of Teen Titans Rebirth, which I read, I could have sworn they were talking about Tim Drake being dead. So
I don't think any of that matters in comics now.
yeah, it's true. Hey, Werewolf, what's up? But yeah, I really enjoyed Joker War. Because I think, like, for example, Mark was telling me that he's going to drop Batman.
Yeah.
And stop reading it. Because he's not saying that it's bad or anything. He's just like, it's kind of the same old now that Tinian's taken over. He said he really enjoyed Kings because it was so different. Well, I mean, I understand. I think a lot of people have said, like, I think I heard on another podcast they were saying, oh, if you've read one Batman Joker story, you've read Joker War.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Tinian's Batman's kind of like that straight up beat 'em up Batman story, but I haven't read any of those. Like this is my first Batman beat 'em up story,
Yeah.
so I enjoyed it, and the art is killer in it. I love the way Harley looks and stuff like that.
How many issues did Joker War span over?
There's quite a few. I feel like it might have started at about 93 or 94, all the way to 100.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I kind of get like why people might have been disappointed with the ending of it, but I mean, I enjoyed it, man. Like the art was awesome, and it was just easier to follow. While when I was reading King's Batman, I'm like, man, I didn't understand a lot of it. Some of it I did. Some of it was easy. I mean, there was that one issue of Tom King's Batman where there was no dialogue at all. I literally just flicked through the book for for 3 minutes, and I was like, I wonder if that book was worth the money that I paid for that.
Was the art good at least?
Yeah, the art was fine. But I don't think there was a single word. It was literally a chase scene for the whole issue.
That sounds like the best issue of his work, probably then.
Hey, come on, man. You said you liked the start of his run.
I did. I like the start of it. Issue 50 is what killed me. But I know they're coming out with a Batman Catwoman book that he's doing.
Yeah, and you're all over that, aren't you?
I gotta be honest, I'm probably gonna get it and check it out.
I'm really pumped for it. I'm actually like
I'm gonna give it a chance.
Well, what I liked, so yes, it was. I love the way Harley looked as well with Jimenez. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so Tom King. So it was really obviously the Nightmares thing. Once I got to there, I just got confused. I didn't know what was going on, and I felt like you need to have read things like Flashpoint, and stuff to understand all that. So I kind of went through a big stretch where I didn't know what was going on, and I wasn't enjoying it as much. But then when sort of Catwoman came into the story again, I was like, oh, okay. Now I remember, I sort of started to enjoy it again once Catwoman got back into the story, and then Clayman was doing the art. It was crazy.
Now he did do a crossover storyline with the Flash. I think it was around issue 60 or so. It was called The Price. It was a 4-parter.
Yes,
I got that story and I enjoyed it.
That was the first time I bought a Flash book because I got to the end of the Batman issue, and it was like continues in the Flash whatever issue, and I'm like, what? Do I have to buy the Flash now? So I've got these like random 2 Flash books in my box. So I do have another Flash. I bought a Flash story arc. There was the year 1 story arc.
Oh yeah, I heard that was good, but I missed that one.
So I bought that because
I heard good things about it.
It sounded like something that I was like, okay, if I'm going to read a Flash story, this seems like a good little story arc that I could read. So I just bought that story arc, which I haven't read yet, but I'll get to it one day.
Did you see Tim's comment?
I think Tom King's really funny though as well, man. Like I don't know, like I followed him a little bit. I had Twitter for a very small period in history, and I followed Tom King, and all he did was like post the stuff that people would abuse, like all the abuse they would cop, and he would take it lightheartedly, and you got to respect that. I thought he was quite a funny guy. Like he was saying, he said something about, I don't know if this is true or not, but he was saying something like he was in a taxi and the taxi driver was talking to him, or an Uber driver was talking to him and saying, "What do you do?" And he's like, "Oh, I write comics." And like, "Oh, what about Batman?" He's like, "Yeah, I write Batman." And he's like, "Oh, I love the Court of Owls." And then he's like, "Oh, yeah, no, that was someone else." "Oh, I love Hush." He's like, "Oh, that's someone else." And then he's like, "What do you do?" He's like, "Oh, I wrote The Wedding." Taxi driver's like, "Get out."
I'm hoping he rectifies that in the Batman Catwoman series. So that's why I'm going to pick that up and check it out.
I'm really excited about it for 2 things. I think it's going to wrap up the Catwoman Batman thing, because I think even as a noob, I was pretty certain that even though the wedding didn't happen in issue 50, even as a noob, I was pretty certain that it's just the lead up to eventually when he wraps it up, they're going to end up together, right? Surely.
That's what I thought, because he was originally supposed to have the first 100 issues, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And then they cut him off around 85 or 86.
85. Yep. But I'm really excited for Clayman to do the art too. That guy's art is next level. I wrote the wedding you. All right, so we'll move on from the Tom King talk because I know we could talk all day about Tom King. But,
Oh yeah, definitely.
So yeah, last episode I did with Mark, we had the Grey Man on and we talked about superpowers and costumes. So I figured, since we're just hanging out, I would get your 3 costumes that maybe you wanted to talk about. So you got any in mind?
Well, one of my favorites was Superboy from the Reign of Superman series with the leather jacket.
I do like that.
That
Definitely. Yeah, that's very cool.
that was one of my favorites from the very first time I saw it.
Yeah, I'd love to cosplay because I mean leather jackets are cool, right? So
Yeah.
Have they ever done? So what's the story with that? Like, because I remember that one. He's got the glasses, the circle glasses as well.
Yeah.
That was Superboy. Like, who's Superboy Prime? I don't understand all the different.
Well, the Superboy from the Reign of Superman was a clone. I think, if I remember, it's been so long since I read the story, but I'm pretty sure he was a clone, and that was God, what was his name? Connell, I think, was that Superboy.
Okay.
And I think Prime was a Superboy from a different Earth, if I'm not mistaken. Tim would know that. He's big on the alternate Earth versions of characters.
But has that Superboy with the leather jacket, has he been used again, or is the character killed off? Like,
no, I think they were using him in
Young Justice.
Yeah, I think Young Justice. They were using him again.
So has he had like a little bit? I haven't really seen because has he had like slight tweaks on his costume and stuff?
Yeah, they changed it just a little bit, but not very much.
Superboy Prime is from Prime Earth, which is our Earth. See, I don't understand all that stuff. Connor. Wait, is it Connor?
Yeah, I think it is because for a while he just had like the jeans with the black shirt and the red S on it. Yeah.
I cosplay. Oh man, I was supposed to wear my Superman shirt today. I forgot. Because one of my convention videos I did, someone was like, "Are you going to cosplay?" And I was like, "I'm just going to wear my black Superman T-shirt with blue jeans and be like, yep, I'm Connor Kent." But yeah, so because I think the current Superman, Superboy, sorry, in Young Justice does look different from the old design. He still has the leather jacket.
Yeah,
but I think the suit's a bit different.
Just slightly different.
Okay. But that is a very cool look and design. It's very casual superhero. Hey John, what's going on, mate?
Hey John.
And Unruly, thanks for joining, mate.
Yeah, Unruly.
So, all right. So yeah, Superboy leather jacket. What's next?
I got to go with the original Scarlet Spider, Ben Riley, his costume.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, totally. It's like so simple with just the red, and the blue hoodie, but it's so freaking cool looking, man. I love it.
Yeah. So that was back then was when I first started reading Spider-Man. And I loved the Scarlet Spider back then. Again, the look, I just preferred it than the normal Spider-Man just because it looked cool. It's really weird, though, because I kind of look back on it now and it doesn't look as cool. Like it's definitely aged. Hasn't really held up as well. But, yeah, I remember back then.
If I had abs, I'd totally be cosplaying that.
You can cosplay it, mate.
Maybe if I get the kind with the built-in muscle suit.
Spray paint it on.
Yeah. Try to do it with a Sharpie without it looking like a tic-tac-toe board.
So yeah, because I remember I was telling this story to someone the other day. When I was I would have been about what was that out? I would have been maybe 15, maybe. And I remember I had the first appearance of Scarlet Spider, right?
Nice.
With him on the cover doing the thing. Don't have it anymore. we had to do this thing in graphics class where you draw like you take a picture and you draw like a grid over it.
Yeah.
And then you draw like on a big piece of paper, you draw a big grid and you sort of copy that picture and blow it up into a massive picture. And I did that. I photocopied my comic. My comics were not in good shape anyway back then, but I photocopied and I drew this giant Scarlet Spider picture and it was awesome, man. Like,
Oh man.
and I didn't even keep it. Like on my last day of school, I remember it was in my locker for the whole year. On my last day of school, I literally just chucked it on top of my locker and said, I don't want that. And someone else, one of my friends was like, I'll grab that. And yeah, I'm so upset. I wasn't very good at coloring in though. So literally the night before the picture was due, I started color it in and I was like, this looks crap. And I was like, I don't have time to do this. So I got my dad to color it in and he's quite an artist. So he colored it in so well. And then I got praise for that Scarlet Spider. But yeah,
have
definitely
you checked eBay to see if anybody was selling it on there?
Yeah. It's fun. Do you have you've got the Scarlet Spider pop as well, don't you?
Yeah, I've got it right back up there on my shelf. I didn't grab it right quick.
I'm spewing I didn't get that. Yeah, that was one. Yeah, go. Show us the pop vinyl. I probably would never have because I think the price has gone up now on it. But I remember when it was just sitting on shelf for the taking and I didn't grab it. That's one that I actually really want. It's going to be out of the box, isn't it?
He's out of the box because he was the only one I found in the store and the box was wrecked. So,
okay.
Yeah, but I wanted to pop anyway just because.
You take yours out of the box anyway.
Yeah, some of them I don't. Mostly took them out of the box just for like a space issue because I was getting other things like statues and stuff, and I was just more and more like moving the pops aside, like out of the way. So now I got like statues and stuff over here, and the pops are pushed to the far end.
Yeah.
If I ever get like a sideshow statue, I'll just push all the pops in the floor and set the statue there.
Yeah, because the sideshow ones, the boxes aren't clear, are they? They're like really.
Yeah, they're just big like art boxes and stuff. You got to take the.
So I've got statues that are in my box. They're in boxes, but I plan on taking them out when one day I have a glass thing to display them in because the stuff on my shelf gets so dusty. It's embarrassing.
I remember you showed one or two of those in a video. Was it a Catwoman?
No, that's a Katabukia one. So that one there, I paid. That goes for a lot of money. I paid a lot for that. In fact, I might have paid more for that than I've ever spent on anything.
Well, those are pretty pricey anyway. Those statues.
I still got it at a good price. But it's the prices. Ridiculous how they range. So that Catwoman statue, if you look it up on eBay, you'll find them for like $400-500, and then you got some people trying to sell it for $1,000. It's like that's never going to sell.
Dang, man.
Werewolf has a Gwen Stacy sideshow statue.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Living the dream. Hey Metarog, what's going on, mate? Cheers for
tuning in. Metarog.
The only thing holding my house together. Yeah, that's true, right? I need to really have a good clean in my lounge room because I always wonder in my videos because I use my shelves as background. I always wonder if people can notice the dust on it because it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I try to dust like at least once every 6 months, but sometimes it don't work out.
I think you did a video, didn't you, where you dusted your shelves?
Yeah. I figured I would archive it since it happens so rarely.
So yeah, Scarlet Spider. What like has Scarlet Spider ever had like different? Like, have they ever really modified Scarlet Spider's outfit?
Yeah, he had a couple different variations. He did one where it was like it was almost all red with black on it, like on the shoulders.
Yeah,
and he did another one where it was almost like the regular Spider-Man costume, but it had a few variations, and it had the web shooters clear like silver on the outside where the wrists are.
Yeah. I'm just trying to
I wish I had some books with those on it, but my Spider-Man collection took a severe hit back in the day.
So I'm just trying. Oh, okay. So yeah, see that to me, I'm not huge on that because to me, this is not. So you're talking about that one?
Yeah.
Okay. So because yeah, like I said, I kind of dropped off Spider-Man before the Clone War even finished. I remember people telling me because I was like, "What happened in the end?" And they were like, "Scarlet Spider was like the real Spider-Man" or something like that, right?
Yeah, I think they tried that for a while. I don't think it stuck though, if I remember. I had almost the whole clone Wars story saga, but
Yeah.
those books are all gone now. Been trying to rebuild.
Did you enjoy the? Because I loved it as a kid, but I find now that I hear people talk about it, a lot of people kind of say that people hated it at the time.
Really, I
Yeah.
loved it when I read it. I mean, I don't know how I'd feel about it now, but back
Mad.
then, looking through the nostalgia glasses, I thought it was the greatest. I really
Yeah.
loved Maximum Carnage too, and I've heard people say they hated that story.
Yes, yeah. I remember because I had that maximum. What maximum clonage? Did you say?
Carnage,
Maximum
uh,
carnage.
yeah,
Um, I remember that I had that cover where it was like an acetate one, and it had like all the different. I think it was maximum clonage though. I feel like
uh,
it was carnage. People found it too confusing. Yeah, well, people think it was too confusing. That's what Spider-Man's like for me now, and I think maybe this is where I lost interest because I started reading obviously Nick Spencer's Spider-Man, which I was enjoying, and then they did all the Spider-Geddon and stuff like that,
yeah,
and that was the first time I've really read like a Spider-Verse type story, and it's intense. I'm just like, this is too much Spider-Man going on in one story. Like, it's really hard to follow.
yeah. I got the first 2 issues, I think, of Spider-Geddon. Then I just dropped off.
Yeah, because there was Edge of Spider-Geddon, I think, and then there was Spider-Geddon. So I read the mini series, but then I think there was something else, and I just couldn't handle it. I was just like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know who these characters are, and there's too many Spider-Mans.
I think one of those, I can't. Was that the storyline that introduced Gwen Stacy as Spider Gwen?
No, 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 no. This is like much more recent than that.
Okay, it's all kind of bleeding together.
Because Spider-Gwen's been around for a while. This was just literally like maybe 2 years ago. Oh no, I'm not. I was going to say I'll go grab some books, but they're stacked under books, under books, under books. So, all right. Well, wait, was that your second costume, Scarlet Spider?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your third, mate? What's your third one?
Oh wow. It's so hard because there's been so many great costumes over the years.
We've
I can
already.
think of like I'll think of like 5 or 6 different Superman costumes alone.
Yeah, we talked about Superman. I think Mark
Yeah.
brought up Superman as one of his costumes that he wanted to talk about. When I collected, there was just one. Yes, that is true.
I love Gambit's costume from the X-Men, the trench coat
Yeah.
with the chest plate and the staff. It looks awesome.
Yeah, I used to Gambit back when I was into X-Men, and it's so weird. Like my memory's so bad, I can't remember anything about X-Men really. But yeah, I remember Gambit being my favorite because everyone's favorite was Wolverine.
Yeah.
And I've always been that if it's everyone's favorite, it can't be my favorite.
Yeah. It was the X-Men animated series cartoon for me that made Gambit one of my favorites. Just the accent, how cool he was. I just thought he was the man.
Yeah, he was cool, right? And he had the cards.
Yeah.
And he had the girl.
Yeah.
What's Spider Triple X? It sounds like an adult film. Cloak and Dagger. Yeah, I don't know much about Cloak and Dagger either.
I don't know a lot other than I think they were in one of the animated series from Spider-Man. They were guest stars a couple times, and that's pretty much all I know about them.
Hey, Genome, what's going on, mate? The chef of the comic book community.
Yo, Gino.
Yeah, so Gambit, like, do you still read X-Men? Do you still follow today's X-Men stuff?
Not current. I tried to when they did when they started over with issue 1, where it had the Marvel Girl and the Art Germ cover.
Mm-hmm.
I got that, and I got the first 3 issues, and I tried to get back into it, and I couldn't.
Yeah, I
But
don't
I've
know.
been collecting a lot of 70s, 80s, and 90s X-Men lately because I love those stories. But the
Yeah,
current stuff I just couldn't get into with X-Men.
yeah, I think because I mean, even when I was into X-Men when I was younger, I didn't enjoy reading it as much. Like most of the books I have left from when I was younger, I've got all the crap ones left, but it's mostly X-Men. And I think now it's just so much time has passed. I just can't even. My brain won't let me just even think about trying to jump back into that world and try to
Yeah,
understand the 20 years that I missed. Now that's
yeah.
an interesting fact. Gambit started out with throwing hooks rather than cards.
I didn't know that.
Gambit looked the same. So yeah, because I know the cover for his first appearance. I mean, he's always looked like that. Yeah, so I was just wondering if he's actually changed at all over these years.
I've seen a couple different variations of his costume, but that first one is my favorite.
I guess it'd be just the bit underneath because he's always going to have the trench coat. And he's always going to have that weird face band thing he's got, right? Cloaking Dagger have a lot. Yes, they do. All right, cool. So we'll move on to superpowers, mate. So last time I did this with Grey Man and Mark. I got them to choose 3 superpowers that they could have. So tell me, Superrus, what are your 3 powers?
The first one is definitely flight. I've
Okay.
always wanted to fly. Can't tell you how many dreams I've had about flying, man.
I guess that would be one of yours since you're such a Superman
Yeah,
fan. So.
always, which is weird because I'm terrified of heights.
Yeah.
If I could fly, I think it would be all right.
That would make such a good comic. Superrus, the comic book. You can fly, but you're scared of heights, so you're always,
Yeah.
terrified having a heart attack. That would be amazing. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Superrus having a heart attack. All right, so flight. Yep. What's next?
The second one would have to be invincibility, where nothing could hurt me. Yeah, man. I got to go with invincible because I can't see good, so I would for sure fly into some buildings or trees. So I'd have to be invincible, invincible, so I wouldn't get hurt.
Okay, well, hang on. Whoa. You can't just be invincible. Everyone has a weakness, mate. What's your weakness going to be?
Oh God.
I
I don't know, man. I guess the weakness would be the bad eyesight. That was what.
Yeah, but you can't just be invincible, man. You need your stories won't be interesting enough. You need some sort of weakness.
Man, I don't know. I haven't thought about that.
We'll make like Gal Gadot can be like the villain,
Yeah,
and she will be your weakness.
that sounds about right. That would work.
Well, there's got to be, you have to have a kryptonite, mate. I mean, even Superman has, has kryptonite. So,
oh man, I don't know. I'll have to think about that a minute. Come back to it.
all right. So, what's your third one, mate?
Super speed.
Super speed. Okay. So, in other words, you are just Superman.
Yeah.
See, one of the things I picked was teleportation.
Oh, that would be good. But
I'd be
super
fast.
speed, you could get there.
Yeah, I know, but maybe I could be faster because I was saying, because you probably haven't read Sideways, but he can like split the fabric of time and then just jump through and then end up wherever he thinks he wants to be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at the Flash. He can like zoom through different timelines. No limits there.
Yeah. See,
I can go backwards, forwards in time. whatever.
So,
I think I would zoom back and pick up an Action Comics 1 and get it graded and zoom back here and sell it for like 10 mil. And I'd be set.
hang on. So, because I haven't read much Flash, I don't really understand the Speed Force and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, if the Flash is so quick, he can go back in time. Wouldn't that make him faster than Superman? Because Superman can't go back in time.
Yeah, Flash is he's faster than Superman in comic continuity.
Yeah, is that a thing?
Yep.
Because I can't remember. I did. You know how I do my polls on Instagram? I did the who would win in a race, and I can't remember who won. I feel like it was Superman, and I feel like you always vote against the people I think you're going to vote for, except for Wonder Woman. You always vote for Wonder Woman, but I think I put Superman in a bunch of ones, and you voted against Superman. You voted Batman to beat Superman.
Kryptonite. Superman, he won't kill, and Batman won't either. Sometimes depends on which Batman it is. But I mean, the Kryptonite, that's the weakness, man. Batman's got no problem using it.
Yeah, but by the time he grabs it, Superman would have already,
Well, I mean, if it was like Injustice Superman, he could just heat vision him from a mile away, and that would be it.
Are you talking about Injustice the comic or the game?
Well, the comic or the game. Because, I mean, look, that Superman, he just, in the game, I think Injustice 1, he killed Shazam, just heat visioned right through his head.
Jesus, I can't remember. I did play the first one, but I didn't play through it, the whole thing. Because the comic series is quite praised, I hear.
I've got a trade of Injustice, but I haven't read it yet.
Yeah,
I think I got volume 4.
Superman spun the world backwards in the rear move. He did.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Sure. How do you feel about that? Because I'm pretty sure. I think Mark mentioned once that he wasn't a fan of that. Which movie was that in?
Those were the movies that started me into this world of geekiness here.
Yeah, I used to love the Superman movies when I was a kid. Oh, here we go. Metarog's powers. Omniscience, time travel, transmorphing. What's omniscience?
I don't know either.
Yeah, we should get people in the chat. If you guys want to let us know what your 3 powers would be. All right, so Superrus, I'm going to guess your superhero name is going to be Superrus, right?
Yeah, I've already got that down.
Is it going to be 9,000? Is the 9,000 going to be in there?
Sure,
you sound
I'll
like
throw that in.
You're like a superhero rapper.
Yeah. I'm a hip-hopopotamus.
Knowledge of all. Mate, Metarog,
You've already got that, brother.
I know. Okay. Well, hang on. What else have I got here? So we're still gonna, before we wrap it up, we will do a cover battle as well. I told you got 3 books.
Yep, right here beside me.
We'll go for a little bit longer, and then we'll go out with a random cover battle.
I've got some fire here, man. I gotta tell you.
Fire?
Yeah.
Fire. All right. I love the challenge. Before we do that though, I wanted to ask you about, because as you saw, and I think I mentioned it just before you jumped on, that I got that sweet AOK from my buddy Simon Morgan, who's in the chat, of a bunch of Spawn books. I was going to ask you about Spawn. Like, have you read much Spawn?
Yeah, I used to have the first 15. I didn't quite have 20 issues. I think I had 16 or 17 issues of the original run.
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of the ones I sold back in the day, but I'm rebuilding it right now.
Okay, so yeah, because I think I might have mentioned you that I've been chasing that Spawn issue 1 for so long. Yeah. So I'm really pumped to read it, because I'd imagine the first issue you would find out what Spawn's all about, right? In this first issue.
Yeah. Well, I haven't read it since it originally came out. I actually bought it off the rack when it first came out back in the day.
The craziest thing about this is that he gave to me, because Simon said to me, he's had this since it came out. It's in pretty schmick condition, considering like all my books that I lost, from my younger years would be in the worst shape ever.
Yeah. All my books like that I bought back in the day, like that I have up on the wall up there,
Yeah.
they're all like low grade reader copies now because I read them so many times.
One of the books I remember having. So your steel. The books with all the Reign of the Superman with all the different Superman logos.
Yeah.
So I had the steel one, right? But I didn't have that cover. I had a cover where he was actually on it. I think holding his hammer or something.
Yeah, yeah. That was
So,
the I think that was the regular cover, and the
and
one with the symbol is the B cover.
okay, yeah, because I had that, and it would have been newsstand because I bought. So I don't know if I've mentioned this a couple of times, but I always wondered why I stopped getting being into comic books back in the day, and I always thought maybe it was just because I got too cool for school, right? Hey, Kachung, what's going on, mate? But now I feel like I remember what happened, right? So I used to buy my comics from a newsagent. Do you guys have a newsagent? I don't know if you guys call it that, but just a shop that sells just newspapers, magazines, and stuff like that. You guys would have like a newsstand, right? But it's a shop, right?
I didn't have any in my area.
Okay. See you, Genome. I'll come watch you guys live soon as well. So yeah, I used to buy my books from newsagents. So my parents used to own a restaurant, and I used to literally get money off them and go down to the newsagent, and I'd like look through comics and I would buy comics. And I remember now that I'm pretty sure I just showed up one day to buy some books. I used to collect the Spider-Man ones and Sonic the Hedgehog. That was my jam. And I'm pretty sure one day I was like, "Where are the comic books?" And they were just like, "We don't sell comic books anymore."
Oh man!
And I'm pretty sure that was it. Because then you had to go to shops like a specialist comic shop to get them, and I was a kid, so I couldn't go to them. And I'm pretty sure that was it.
Man. With me, I stopped collecting in late '99 when I had to sell off so much of my collection. Having to do that just discouraged me so much that I didn't collect again for another 15 years or so.
Yeah. And you didn't even keep up with reading or anything at all, right? You just, it was just, yeah. I'm guessing you would still be
I
like
missed a ton of stuff.
Yeah, but you would have been into like watching the movies and keeping up with that sort of side of things, yeah?
Yeah, I still watch the movies when they came out, which they didn't come out too often back then.
Did you watch
I don't think the Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire didn't come out till, was it 2000, 2001?
I can't remember. I remember loving Spider-Man, the first one with Tobey Maguire. Like, my God, that was so good. I remember I was so excited when it came out on DVD, and I was working at Blockbuster at the time. So when it came out on DVD, I bought it the first day it came out, special edition and all that sort of stuff. I took it home and watched it on my TV, and I was just like, this looks like I'm watching a Power Rangers episode. It looks so bad. It looks so bad. But at the cinemas, I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, it's a different experience when you see it on the big screen.
Yeah, definitely.
It really is, yeah.
Couldn't believe how bad everything looked on the on my little tube television back then on my DVD player. Did you watch? Yeah, I was gonna say, did you watch many of the animations during that period where you weren't collecting books? Did you watch like all the DC animations and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah. Well, I was heavily into the Batman animated series, Spider-Man, Gargoyles was one I loved.
Oh yeah, I never watched Gargoyles, but
really,
yeah, I didn't watch Batman. So I haven't watched Batman animated series. I remember it used to be on when I used to come home from school, but I think it was I'd come home and it was already halfway through. And by then, I don't know, I think I just wasn't as into Batman as I was when I was younger.
Yeah.
I do own them. So I do plan on sitting down one day and actually trying to, I really want to watch the really important episodes like the Mad Love with Harley, and I want to watch that Mr. Freeze episode. So I do want to watch all that sort of stuff. And then I want to do a stream and probably talk to Mark and maybe have Sharon or something on to talk about it as well.
Yeah, Sharon. I know she loves Batman.
Yeah. So yeah, that is part of the plan. All right.
What you need to do though is next time you do a Wonder Woman inspired show, you got to have Sharon on that too.
Yeah, definitely.
I know that's her absolute favorite. She loves Wonder Woman as much as I love Tom King.
That's right. Yes. All right. So we're getting close to the hour. I say maybe we do this cover battle and we see what fire you have brought to the table today. Right. So for people in the chat, hey Bill, what's going on, mate? So for people in the chat, all you got to do is tell us, who do you think has the better cover? Now, here's the rule. Oh, it's not the rules. You can vote however you want or however you view it, but try to think of it like this. Just try to let go of your attachment of key issues and like, oh, that's the first this. Don't think of it like that. Think of it like if you were going to buy this cover as an art piece and hang it on your wall, which one is the better cover? Yeah, we got that? Because I feel like every time someone pulls out keys, people are like, oh, I'm voting that. I love that book.
Well, I can tell you, spoiler, none of these are keys.
None of them?
Nope.
Okay, well, I actually did something very interesting. I chose nothing but Spawn covers. So, and I feel like they all have a bit of a different flavor too. So it's not like last time I pulled out a bunch of Red Hood covers and everyone like gave me crap for it. But yeah, hey, Bill, calm down. That's you already got to vote. That's not fair. You got to wait till I say vote. All right. So random cover battle. Which one would you guys prefer hanging on your wall? All right. So we'll go for. I'm going to do it in this order. We'll go like that. Yeah. Okay. You got your first cover, Russ?
Yep.
What is the key again? I think you start your car with it, Matarog. Okay. So my first cover is, again, they're all Spawn covers. And I did this with Jamie. So on the live stream with Think Geek Theory last night, he wanted to do a random cover battle with me. And I picked some pretty ordinary books. I picked a Spawn cover, but I did like a random pull out of that Spawn pile. But this time I went through my Spawn books and I've picked this banger. Look at this badass cover. Oh my God. That is pretty cool and badass. Although I don't know if you want to hang that on your wall, but that is my cover. What you bringing? Show us the flame.
All right. You sure you ready? It isn't a top loader. And I can say that this is a one-of-a-kind cover. Nobody else in the world has this cover.
Oh, no. Is it a sketch?
It is a one-of-a-kind Rogue.
Oh, you bastard.
Drawn by my buddy, Comic Head 84.
Oh, man, bastard. Of course that's going to get the vote. You're using community members to your advantage. Oh,
I
man.
had to start off with this beauty right here. One-of-a-kind art from Comic Head 84.
Well, all right, people in the chat, you can vote now. I'm going to go with
I came to win, buddy.
Oh, man, you're using the community against me. Of course I'm going to choose Kenny. Of course.
Who don't love Rogue, man?
Yeah, okay. I get it. Russ wins. Yes, I know. Well played, mate. Well played. Yeah. Even I voted for you.
Well, Sarah had your back, man. She voted for you.
There you go. That's because she doesn't know who Kenny is. So, all right. Next cover. You can go first this time, mate. You can go first.
You sure?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
You better not be pulling more sketch covers from Kenny.
No, I've only got the one. I've only got the one sketch cover.
I imagine we played them both against each other. That would have been good.
Yeah. All right. This next one is Gen 13, issue 5. Nice jungle cover there.
Scott Campbell, is it?
Yeah. Pretty sure. Yeah.
Mate, this guy.
I know you love legs, Simon.
You got my vote again. I already know. Damn it! I shouldn't have gone with the Spawn covers, but I wanted to. Yeah. Okay, that's a good cover. It's right up my alley, that's for sure. So another Spawn cover I got. Like I said, they're all Spawn, but this one's a bit of a different art style. I picked this one because it was very different than the other ones. I don't know who did the art. Simon can probably fill me in, who gave me these books. But this is Angela, I'm pretty sure. I like that art style.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
What issue is that?
This is the 100th issue. Ooh, milestone issue as well. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to win because her legs are chopped off on this one, while your legs are looking quite good.
Get it back up there for the crowd.
So yeah, you guys can vote now, and I'm going to once again give a vote to Russ. I've got a video in my throat. I've got a video coming out soon. I'm unboxing some J. Scott Campbell exclusive covers that I bought.
Oh, nice.
So, what are spoon covers? Hey up. What's going on, mate? Hey, look at that. Look at that. I'm getting some votes here. Yeah.
Doing the comeback?
People are sick of J. Scott Campbell, mate. People are sick of J. Scott Campbell.
Oh, I got Matt voting against me. What's up, brother?
Hey, I voted for you, though. Look at that. Simon's, yes. I'm going to, yes. Didn't see that one coming, did you, Russ? I didn't see that coming either. But there you go. There you go. I'm going to give me that one. By the way, we don't win anything for people watching. It's just for bragging rights.
I thought Matt was going to send us a 9.8 slab, whoever won. Is that right, Matt?
Yeah, that's the rule. Yeah, that's happening.
Shipping to Australia is bad. You better change your vote, man.
All right. And also takes 500 years to get here. All right. So, last cover. Again, it's a very typical Spawn looking cover, but I think it's really cool. For those who like Spawn. Apparently John doesn't like Spawn. He was like bagging me out before for choosing Spawn. But okay, that's all good. Well, it's all good. But this is a sweet little clown.
Oh, nice.
That's looking sweet, right? Did you like the Spawn movie?
Oh God, it's been so long since I saw it. I really don't remember much about it.
Because I remember being really hyped for that when I was younger. I knew nothing about Spawn, but he's like a cool looking character. It had the right kind of. I like that world and that setting. It's all dark and
Yeah.
So
the only thing I remember was John Leguizamo was in it.
Yes, and he killed it, mate.
It
was amazing.
That was like the only thing I remember about that movie.
There you go. Ashley Wood. Well, that's for the other cover, I'm guessing, because this looks like a typical McFarlane sort of cover. But yes. Okay, what you bringing, mate?
Hopefully this cover don't get the stream shut down.
Oh, no. You got my vote already.
I got a Queen Sonia issue 23.
Oh, dear.
You've seen this cover. I used it for Bub's content.
Yeah. That was a great video you made too.
Yeah.
Yes, the Spawn soundtrack is great. Yes. Yes. Give us a close-up, Russ. Oh, dear. Oh, dearie me. Okay. Well, again, mate, Russ, you won my heart today, mate. I'm going to give you another vote from me. Okay. You guys can vote now. Maybe there's some diehard Spawn fans in here that'll give me a vote. But
I mean, who you gonna go home with? Queen Sonia or Violator? Because all fairness, she just decapitated somebody down here in the corner, so
yeah.
She's a little deadly. Of course, it may be worth it.
Mate, this guy. Yeah, okay, I get it, chat. I would vote him too. Hard to vote against that ass. All right. I got a couple of spawns. I got a couple of spawns, but no, I think Russ wins with some Red Sonja there. Nice one, Russ. Nice one. Well played. You definitely
Sarah called me up.
Yeah, you outsmarted me, mate. And John is not a Spawn fan. Hey, I've never read any Spawn, John. I'm excited to read and see what it's all about. I heard the HBO Spawn animated series is quite good.
Really?
I don't know if you've seen that, but
no, I haven't seen it.
I've heard a lot of good things about that. All right. Well, we're about to hit the hour, so I'll wrap it up with a few things. Thanks so much for everyone joining us. I think 15 viewers right now is maybe the most I've had at one time. So yeah, thanks guys for hanging out with us. A few things to plug. I recently reached 500 subscribers. No biggie. But I'm going to do my 500 subscriber giveaway soon. I've got a massive giveaway plan. It's stupid.
You're giving away a PlayStation 5, right?
Yeah, I've already pre-ordered it. So I was planning on doing a thing with Mark today. So it's unfortunate he couldn't join us, but Mark's donated something to my giveaway, which is an absolute banger of a giveaway. So I'm stoked to show you guys that, but I'll wait to speak to Mark about that. I've already got it, but yeah, we were planning on doing a really cool thing to announce it today, but yeah, we'll sort something out. So I'm going to do my 500 subscriber giveaway. It's going to have 5 categories. There's going to be comic books, pop vinyls, a t-shirt, some signed prints, art prints, as well as the thing that Mark is going to be donating to me. So actually, I can give you a bit of a sneak preview of the art. So I'm buddies with a dude called Martin Abel, and you guys might have seen these in the background. So this is his Harley Quinn.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is his Catwoman. And I've also got a Poison Ivy, but literally like it's going to be a dust storm in here if I pull that one out. But I asked him if I could get some of these prints off him and him sign them for me, and they're going to be one of the categories I do as well. So I'm excited to do that. So, and yes, thank you for people in the chat. It was a slow burn from 400 to 500, but I got there in the end. But yeah, really excited to do the giveaway video and once again, yeah, give some stuff out to the community. So, Russ,
you'll be setting on 1K before you know it, man.
We'll see, mate. Like I said, like I like 200 to 300 went so quick, and then from 300 to 400 was pretty quick. 400 to 500 was a slow burn, mate. It was definitely a slow burn. But what do you got? What do you got coming up, mate, on your channel?
Man, nothing.
Nothing.
I've got nothing planned. Like zero, man. I've never been good at that, making plans for videos. It's like if I get something or I get an idea, I'll just film the video and upload it. But if I don't, then nothing.
With no random reads?
No, I'll put that on hold for a little bit.
I was thinking about actually, because I'm slowly running out of ideas for content, I was going to steal your idea and do a random
Feel free, man.
I wasn't going to do a random pull like you do.
Yeah.
For those of you watching who haven't seen Russ's random reads, it's actually a great idea. He goes through his comic boxes, he does a random pull, reads that book, and reviews it. And I was going to do a thing where, because I'm one of those weirdos who was like, I struggle to, like, I couldn't do that. Like, I've always found it weird to just pick up an issue at issue 40 and start reading from there, right? Yeah. So I was thinking about picking one of my books, because I've bought a few books for the cover, just a few. And I was thinking about reading one, right, where it's just randomly in the middle of a story and seeing what that experience is like. I don't think I'm going to enjoy it, but I'm thinking about doing that, and it'd be like an homage to your random reads series.
That'd be awesome, man.
But yeah, hopefully my little package I sent to you will get there soon then, so you got some content as well. So as far as my videos go, I've got the J. Scott Campbell unboxing, which I might release in the next couple of days. I'm gonna re-release Greyman's video, his Halloween series that he's doing with the voices from the community. He asked me if I could post his video, the one I did, on my channel as well. I might actually edit it a little bit and do a little bit of tweaking, add some text to promote his channel. So I'm going to release that sometime during the week as well. It was a real funny episode with the one I did with Whack Comics and Ease. I don't know who he was, but I think he's a gamer, YouTuber that Greyman knows. But it was a real fun episode. Whack made it so funny. It was like hilarious. So yeah, I'm going to release that later in the week as well. But yeah, that's all I think we got. Went just over an hour. Good timing, and a decent amount of people joined in. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I didn't really work with the banners too much today, so make sure you follow Superrus if you don't already. I'm pretty sure you all do, because he's a superstar in the community. While you're at it, check out my Twitch channel. There's a lot of swearing, so if you don't like swearing, don't check out my Twitch, because I swear a lot while I play video games. And before we go, always remember to keep it simple. All right, thanks guys. We'll see you next time. Peace.